friends, and welcome. I'm Carrie Nelson. I'm a realtor with West USA Realty. I am located in the Phoenix suburbs. I do service Phoenix and all of the surrounding areas. I'm actually licensed to sell anywhere in the entire state of Arizona. So for all of your Arizona real estate needs, I got you. Today I felt inspired to share something a little different. This just sort of came to me, and I think I would like to start just sharing little tidbits of information like this, a little bit more about myself, the way that I choose to do business as a realtor, and why I feel like it's beneficial to do things a little differently. I'm here today to talk to you about 4 things that I do a little bit differently than most other realtors may do. The first thing I do a little bit differently is I provide buyer and seller checklists to all of my clients right at the beginning of the process, because I like to outline the entire process and eliminate the possibility of any unexpected surprises as much as possible. I've created these checklists based on my own personal experience with buying and selling, and then my clients and their experiences with buying and selling, and then obviously just trial and error, things that have come up that have never come up before. I try to prevent those things as much as possible. I would much rather come from a place of being proactive as opposed to being reactive. The second thing that I do a little bit differently is I work one-on-one with all of my clients. There are tons of teams out there who kick ass every single month in sales volume. I prefer not to do things that way. I like to keep things simple for your sake and for my sake. Sometimes when you go to work with a team, you might be getting passed around to different people because there are different people who specialize in different moving pieces of the puzzle. So you have buyer's agents, for example, seller's agents, transaction coordinators. You might have somebody who only shows houses, etc. Since there are so many moving pieces in a real estate transaction, I like to keep everything running through me, so there is no miscommunication, especially when you have hundreds of thousands of dollars at stake. I feel like there just will be way less room for error if there are less people involved. Other realtors may hire someone else to do their paperwork for them. I actually prefer to do it on my own, so there's less potential for mistakes. I want to know exactly what's in that contract, because a lot of the time, if a box is not checked, that could cost you hundreds, even thousands of dollars. The third thing I do a little differently than some realtors is I am a one-stop shop. Fun fact for those of you who don't know, I'm also a professional real estate photographer. I specialize in listing photography, videography, and digital flyer design. I'm also educated in home staging, so I do provide some light home staging if it's needed in order to make sure that your listing is being shown in the best possible light. There are some realtors out there who only pull out all the stops for their higher end listings, so luxury listings, 500 grand or more when it comes to photography, videography, and digital marketing. I pull out the stops for all of my clients, whether you're listed at $200,000 or $5 million, I go all out when it comes to marketing. I also take care of my own online marketing, email marketing, and social media marketing, so I can make sure that your home is getting maximum exposure across multiple platforms every single time you list. The fourth and final thing that I do a little bit differently is I network with realtors locally and all across the world. Some of you might be thinking right now, who gives a shit? But honestly, from a seller's perspective, this gives you global exposure instead of just local exposure. So you are hitting multiple markets across the United States and across the entire world. On the buyer side, this also gives you a leg up for listings before they even hit the market, because I'm in multiple realtor groups where realtors are posting listings before they even come onto the market. Because of realtor networking, I've actually sold some of my clients' homes before we even officially listed them. And on the flip side, I have been able to find homes for my buyer clients before they even came onto the market, which allowed them the opportunity to get their offer in first before anybody else. Phoenix has been in a hardcore seller's market for many months now, so having a realtor who networks with other realtors and across other realtor groups gives you the opportunity to get your home sold faster, and if you're a buyer, gives you the opportunity to get into a home before other people have the chance to see it and submit multiple offers. That's all I have for you today, guys. If you have any questions about anything that I just discussed, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to have a conversation with you. I've still been getting a ton of questions about how coronavirus is going to affect the Phoenix real estate market. And in all honesty, I've had so many buyer consultations and tons of buyers getting pre-qualified over the last couple weeks, and they're still getting killer interest rates. Now is definitely a good time for some people to buy or sell. To know whether or not it's a good time for you to buy or sell, please reach out to me and we can go over your options and see what they look like. I hope everybody's staying safe and happy and still somewhat sane. Whatever day it is, whatever time it is, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing week ahead. I'm sending you all of the good vibes, especially right now, because I know these are tough and weird times for all of us. So I am sending you all of the good vibes today and always. And on that note, I'm going to wrap things up here with some good old finger guns. And I hope to see you guys here next week. Bye, guys.